nobody do it better than me. Not incredibly, I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a glitter ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm being looked up, down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Wizards of Toronto taking on the Condors of St. Louis. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They start the drive with Vaughn. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And what a big-time play there. 58 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno. The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defender.
Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Wizards will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Sullivan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Ready? Go, Reed, go. Ready?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, if you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5. When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a first down.
Let's go.
Off play action. Sullivan. Going across the formation, he finds Fryermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hands it off out of the gun. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
To throw on 2nd down, Sullivan. Throw left side complete. That's Underwood. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, a run with Vaughn. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. Running behind center with Vaughn. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cox. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Vaughn is into the end zone. Touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Ready, break. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Operating from the gun, Sullivan. He finds his man, complete. It's Underwood. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
It's second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Okay, ready. Hustle, hustle.
Operating from the gun, Sullivan. He's got his top. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, get it the same.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Amari Burnham. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Here's Freiermuth again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Condors are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's Cox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarter.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Third. Right there. Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, this one into the hands of Vaughn. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
York now for the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Sullivan. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Let's go now.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, break. Go check. Go check. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Underwood. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ready up.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Off play action. Sullivan. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
York able to send this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. Amari Barno able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They'll drop to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And good vision there as it's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Underwood. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Go.
Now a give right side. Underwood. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Underwood. Now looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Come on, come on.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Sullivan. And that will be incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Amari Barno able to record his 5th sack of the season. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety. And
that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it,
touchdown! Pat Fryermuth, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Condors look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
The York on now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. Oh, did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. He's back to throw. Open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. What